Boom.
Whew. Just barely.
What is good?
Ha.
Forgot to shave, so get off that close up there. A little stumbly here. Just the bipod, but we do have Big Co in the draft. He's, had a ski accident. So, not going to make it.
It's summer.
Did you? I thought you'd like that one.
Anyway, bye.
He's under the weather. He didn't get injured in any sort of accident. So we'll catch him on the next one, but he is drafting. He took Dalvin Cook. We're off and rolling. What up? This is our weekly live stream. We're doing redraft now.
Hit that subby noti.
Tight end premium, PPR, and then just 12 rounds. So, we don't get fully deep on this thing. So Dalvin, McCaffrey. Big Co took Dalvin #1, making a statement there. Then Jonathan Taylor, Kamara, and Saquon are the first 5 off the board. Urban Bobcat lobbied, got himself a spot here right at the end.
Derrick
So what up,
Henry,
Bobcat?
Such a steal. What up, Bobcat? TVS.
Bones,
strong.
Las Fats, JMW, what up? Usman, he's in there. Hey.
Bingo. Ambrosius. Shout out to the new kid, buddy. Congrats.
We got J. Mike Check in the house.
What?
Making an appearance after a long hiatus. So good to see you, my friend.
Is Bones, is that Tone Bone? No, I think that's Megatron.
I don't know who Bones is.
Bones is he gets in here.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember who he is in the chat.
Some people have different names. Oh shit, it's me. Here I am.
You got 15 seconds. What are you gonna do?
Chubb or Aaron Jones? For 1 year? Aaron Jones? Did I make the wrong decision? Now you could have Chubb. You have Reeks, Diggs. He took Chubb.
I feel like I should have maybe taken Tyreek Hill. I don't know why I did that. I rushed it. All right, so we got Chubb. There goes Diggs. After the first 5, it was Zeke, Henry, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb by me. Probably rushed that one. Got a little worried. You were talking about Chubb. I got excited. Selected Chubb. So, Diggs is up. Now we got Ambrosius or something like that. Brocious. He's looking like an auto here, so that's not good. First one back, he's autoed. And Tyreek, so you can't go wrong there. He's getting a chance for a #2 here, letting everybody collect themselves, so that's nice of him. So you can't go really too wrong with the auto in the first 2 rounds here. You're going to get a good player regardless.
Yeah.
Man, I'm a little bummed how I started this draft off. We were a little frazzled, had some technical difficulties. It's a little bit of back and forth, so a little rattled. But rocking the Ranger shirt tonight. Didn't even realize I had the Ranger shirt on.
What's that?
The New York Rangers. It's ice hockey.
What's that, like lacrosse?
There goes Kelsey, because this is tight end premium. And there goes Mixon. I'm back up. Let's see here.
I feel like Eckler has to be pretty high up, I guess.
I'm going to just go ahead and grab Austin Eckler.
Ooh. I like DKs. I like DeAndre. I mean, how can you pass on DeAndre Hopkins with the year? I think he was wide receiver 4 last year.
Could have easily taken a Kittle or a Waller there.
I could take Nuke, but let me get Waller.
Boom, takes Waller. Went against your Clemson guy there. So interesting. So we've got.
I mean, he might quit right now. I can't.
He says he's all in.
He's all in. He deleted the tweet. So
and then he came back and said that he's all in. So there goes AJ Brown and Devontae Adams. So double receiver for J Mike, like that. I was thinking of going just zero RB here, but I got rattled and didn't.
You did the exact opposite.
Did the exact opposite. So Tyreek, Kelsey, Mixon, Eckler, Waller, AJ Brown, and Metcalf is off the board now. I guess I really don't have my redraft wide receivers kind of down pack about kind of where I would take them and how. I feel a lot more comfortable with how I would take running backs. So I think I might have just just defaulted there by not knowing who to go with. But I feel like I maybe would have taken Tyreek Hill there instead of Chubb. There goes Clyde Edwards and Najee off the board. So double running back. There goes Kittle. So JMW loves a good tight end and tight end premium. So he's sticking with it like that. Brocia said he missed it. Should be good now. Had a Q set.
What is he like, taking care of a brand new baby or something?
Yeah, that'll get you. Justin Jefferson. I mean, after doing some Thielen research, I'm even more into Justin Jefferson than previous.
Expand on that, because you keep saying that. But what is your downer? You're more down on Thielen now?
I'm not necessarily down on Thielen. It just wasn't like the 14 touchdowns or whatever the crazy touchdown rate was he didn't even have 1,000 yards, and he missed games, and he was very solid. But it just makes me feel even better about Justin Jefferson, that Thielen wasn't quite as big of part of what was going on as I necessarily thought, but the touchdowns were helping prop his week-to-week fantasy stuff up.
I mean, you had to have remembered that Thielen was pretty dang good.
I did remember, but it was a lot
Justin Jefferson was good with Thielen out.
Yeah, but it was just a lot. I just thought that there was. It seems like Justin Jefferson could just. He murked it last year, and just I was a little hesitant to maybe he could regress and stay the same, and Thielen balls out. But it's like I think he's just go ahead and taking this team over, and I feel pretty confident about Justin Jefferson here, especially after going back and looking through Thielen's. Not that I'm out on Thielen by any means, but it was just we had a Thielen, Robbie Anderson kind of discussion, and Robbie Anderson was just more consistent without the touchdown dependency than Thielen was in a lot of cases. So DeAndre Swift then goes after Kittle, Pitts, two more tight ends. Haven't figured out where I like Pitts yet in redraft. Jefferson, Gibson, and Swift. So Big Co's loaded at running back here. Then J.K. Dobbins and Patrick, sorry. Calvin Ridley then goes. He says the foot's good, not an issue. Chip shit. He's 3 running backs. I like those. I love those. Saquon, Clyde Edwards, Monty. Not that I don't like Big Co's 3. Of course, I like Dalvin and Gibson Swift. Then Nuke comes off the board next, and then Keenan Allen. So that's a quite strong redraft pickup there. Jay Wayne, you are up. J Mike stays with the blue checks pretty strong. No running backs yet for him, so he was doing maybe what I was thinking about doing. I love that. Like that a lot. So now I'm up. Let's see what's going on here. We got Jacobs, Carson, D. Henderson, Michael Thomas. Can't mess with him right now. Let's see. Andrews and Hawk. Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp.
Just dried up, huh?
It did.
You got you son of a bitch.
Taking my guy Henderson. If you were,
I put 2 cross fingers up when you mentioned Henderson.
Cross fingers
to the camera, trying to be like, maybe he doesn't take Henderson with either of these next 2 picks, which I knew that wasn't going to be the case.
I think in the last 2 mocks I went Hendo in the 4th, but now I went Hendo in the 3rd again. I just didn't know what receiver to take, man.
Amari Cooper,
Evans, Godwin. I like all those guys, and I figured I'd probably at least get one of those CDs hanging out down there. Bobby Woods is just gonna crush. But give me the running back in that Rams offense. I like Henderson's ability. I like everything that I watch. Going back and watching game tape. If you liked Akers, you should be into Henderson. It's the same damn offense, except maybe more opportunity for Henderson. Definitely more opportunity for Henderson.
For sure. And if you liked Henderson before, which not too many people did, you heard it here, though, every damn week. Who are you going to go with now, Casey?
Cooper or Evans or Godwin?
I guess I would probably go Evans just because he doesn't have any injury right now over Cooper.
To Godwin.
Nice. Well, I can have Evans.
Yeah, I like that Allen Robinson scoop up there. That was a good pick.
Yeah, got me 2 solid wide receivers. Got me the wide receiver 2 and Darren Waller. So I got 3 wide receiver 1s in my lineups here.
Wide receiver 3, I think he was, but and tight end premium. But
I wasn't counting week 17.
I don't know if that's a factor or not.
Yeah, I just said it.
And
so
we pride ourselves on being 100 in facts, straight facts. So I gotta call them. I gotta call them when I see them.
Those were not straight facts. Those were crooked facts.
All right, so Mike Evans goes, then CeeDee Lamb goes, Cooper Kupp. No Amari Cooper off the board yet. Hawkinson goes, of course, because Bobcat's in the draft.
That's his brother, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Went from distant cousin to brother.
The Van Swedes.
Let's see here. What do we got? Chip Shit. He's loaded at running back, so what's he going to do? Is he going to go back to the fountain again, or what's he going to do?
Does that really say shit? They let him do that? I remember Xbox canceled my buddy Josh's or shut him down for a minute because his screen name was the Tickles Poo.
Got strict on the words there. Julio Jones. Should we have taken Julio Jones before some of these other guys?
There must not be a marijuana charge about to happen?
I don't know. We got to let that play out. Who knows what's going to happen there? But I mean, it's redraft, so fuck it.
Fair.
There goes DJ Moore. There goes Amari Cooper. What were you watching?
Training Camp Live on NFL Networks, and they were talking about how Julio is bracing for one of his best years yet. I'm like, except for the black market thing,
yeah,
which I didn't know you needed to go on the black market for that. But
I don't know what was going on there. Feels like, who knows?
Makes total sense with Roddy White. But
old Roddy. Roddy White was so damn good.
He was.
Bobby Woods, great pick, Big Co. Nice start off. Love Big Co's team right there already. Let's just needs one more pick for me to really like it, and maybe
don't blow it, Big Co.
Maybe he'll blow it. Thielen.
Oh, I didn't. I should have put it into the chat.
There goes Mark Andrews. There goes Kareem Hunt.
How come on my screen it doesn't say everybody's
Jamar
names?
Chase. All right.
Jamar Chase better than CeeDee Lamb, that's for sure. Nobody in the comments is agreeing with me. Everybody's picking CeeDee.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Not necessarily for the best logic that I'm like, I can't argue with you, but stop using LSU being the greatest offense ever as a negative against my man. How can that be a negative? How can that be a negative?
Did no show prep for that one. Didn't have any time. Wish I did, because it would have been even better. Sometimes you got to jujitsu some things around here, but I feel strongly about that comment. So let's go. You're on deck here. All right. J Mike checks four receivers deep. Is he finally going to take the running back? What is he going to do?
Don't take the RB.
Who do you want, Jason?
The RB.
Who do you want?
The RB that's left.
Tell the truth. Fuck. Brandon Hayek. That's who I was going to take. Son of a bitch.
Man, I could take the Tylers. It's got to be Mike Davis, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm three. I mean,
okay.
No, I meant the running back that you were going to take. You
Right.
don't have to take Mike Davis there, but I love the idea that you took Mike Davis there.
The fact that you and the next guy each have 3 running backs and then the other guy has 2. Maybe Mike Davis mikes it back to me, but I needed a second running back there. And Tyler Lockett, Kenny G, Juju, man. Juju could be I feel like he's not getting enough respect, and maybe that's just from me.
Yeah, I would need to go down the Juju rabbit hole a little bit, but he's.
I mean, he
should be just fine. Ben's back, man. I'm all in on any of those receivers with Ben being back. There goes Trey Sermon. I took Deontay Johnson.
My man had 97 receptions last year.
Tyler
9
Lockett.
touchdowns.
I took Deontay Johnson over Tyler Lockett. Just felt maybe a little safer with a PPR floor right there.
You took, say
week
that again?
to week. I took Deontay Johnson over Tyler Lockett. Maybe just feeling with Ben.
Lock it all day.
With Ben there, just felt better with the PPR floor week to week.
Lock it all day.
We already know Ben's loves Deontay.
I saw Russell connecting with Lockett in the training camp lives, and I was like, he's back.
So Michael Thomas in the 5th round. Vengo took. He started with 1 receiver. He's gone Mixon, Sanders, ETN, Sermon. Now Michael Thomas has been selected, and now Josh Allen goes off the board. So, and then Bones back here making a nice grab with Lamar Jackson on that turn. Wanted to comment on that. There goes Kyler Murray. I like that. I say, Do I do Higgins here? I'm gonna take my guy T.
I got Higgs in the queue.
I'm gonna take T. Higgins. Now you get Lockett.
Now I get Lockett. Unless I should take Galladay. It's too early for Michael Carter, right? Yeah, it's too early.
Should I have taken Kenny Galladay there?
Yeah, I mean that's a decent question. I just so it's like we just haven't seen it, and then I heard somebody say that if you have to wait till you see it, it's too late.
That was a big co-ism.
Nah, it wasn't Big Co. I heard that he must have got that from whoever. I heard it on like a big radio thing. Like I can't remember who said it, but if you have to see it, it's too late.
It's too late.
Maybe Russillo said that.
Turn back down.
He wouldn't have been talking about fantasy though. I wasn't listening to anybody talking about fantasy. I don't listen to anyone talk about fantasy.
All right, so Chase Edmonds goes off the board. Ooh, little auto pick for. Ooh, I think he might have got it in there right at the end.
It
maybe
did seem kind of like
it went to a green pick and then it switched to Russell Wilson.
Right, Brussels.
Cooks a mean Brussels sprout. Little Parmesan, garlic.
Is there any credence?
There goes Kenny G. So Urban Bobcat felt good enough about him there. And I feel like maybe I should have taken, maybe Kenny G should be over Deontay Johnson. It's just he's a bona fide number one. It's just as Daniel Jones going to be able to facilitate.
And he puts the bone in bona fide. Is there, let's see, what was the question I was just about? Okay. Is there any credence to the idea that Russell seems to want out of Seattle, but he's going to stay this year?
He says everything's fixed.
Well, you have to say that right now off the rip.
And the other interview with DP after he got in trouble with DP, he came back, did another interview, said they're all good. He's excited to be there for a while.
Of course,
but
same thing Aaron Rodgers said for this season.
Didn't finish the interview with a Go Hawks. So a lot of drama there.
Oh, he never does that. That means fuck you. That's basically what that means. So, question: do they, in trying to maybe keep him longer than this year and maybe make him happier, pass the ball more this year? Like, let Russ freak?
They let him do his thing, and then
For like a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, they weren't winning games, so they went back to what their formula was, and that's always going to be the case there. Debo, son of a bitch, Big Co.
Well, if you're going to take Judy, you got to take Debo.
Yeah, the Thielen pick there. Do you think that's early for Thielen? 5-1. Seems like it. No? It seems early.
6-12 seems early for Judy.
Huh?
I'm like scared of Judy in redraft.
I'm
fine taking the
I'm
Dynasty
a little scared
asset,
of him in redraft, but I feel good about the upside, and I think he's uncoverable. I think he's gonna be to that point where you just can't cover him. He was already pretty hard to
even Steven with.
I mean, we'll see what happens with those two. I mean, you'd hope to just see if it's Bridgewater, you know that it'll be steady, but nothing great. And if it's Locke, then he was better than Bridgewater, and that's great. So DJ Chark goes off the board. Mel Gordon in the 7-3 spot there. So last Fats is pretty heavy in the running back game.
Man, to see Juju go off right before Melvin Gordon, that is just a huge value for Juju. Like,
seems like
I don't
it
even
should
want to
be.
think about taking Melvin Gordon.
DJ Chark and then Michael Carter. There goes Robbie Anderson. Son of a bitch. All the guys that I want are just getting.
Yeah, I need to get my Quewie up here. Might could get another tight end though. Huh?
Well, you learn. How do you feel? I mean, so now you would take Noah Fant?
Oh, sure.
As the 5th round was too early.
I fucked up last time, but for sure. Dang it, J Mike.
Boom! J Mike's operating 0 RB kind of deal here. Late Chase Edmonds pickup, just PPR upside, and then just robbed you of Noah Fant here. Bob Tunyon could be up in this mix right now, I feel like. And Dallas Goedert possibly.
No diggity, no doubt. I got 8 seconds left yet. Yeah, fuck it. Give me Logan Thomas. What am I doing? Got to take Logan Thomas over Noah Fant. Shit. I guess not Andrews. Logan Thomas needs to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th tight end off the board. All right, I'll give you Waller,
Should I take
Kelsey, Kittle, Pitts,
Sorry, I'm looking
Hawk.
at,
No, you're good.
Here.
And Andrews. That's 6 guys. Then it needs to be Logan Thomas. And if you want to take Logan Thomas over Andrews or Hawkinson, I'm down with that. My man was the tight end 3 last year. And he's not getting much love in Dynasty because he's 29. He did just sign an extension.
Doesn't matter. It's a trade. He went from one position to another. He's 29. I mean, he could easily have 5 solid years left, and before that, he played the quarterback position. So, like,
I'm not saying I'm down on him.
Yeah. I'm
just in general. He lasts, but
well, I think everybody. I don't think people are aware of how good Logan Thomas was last year, and then I feel like people are then, if you are aware, a little worried that it's not Alex Smith, check down Charlie kind of deal, and Ryan Fitzpatrick just has so many more options this year. So maybe Logan Thomas isn't quite on par, but even if he's not even quite as good or as efficient with his touches, still going to be just fine. And I think he's just should continue to get better and better. So yeah, I'm never going to argue. Me and Big Cove scooped up our fair share of Logan Thomas. Damn, there goes Goddard.
Not excited about Goddard.
Oh, I'm super excited about Goddard.
Really?
Yeah, heck
Ertz
yeah.
is still there. He's got his blonde hair ready to go.
I don't know if Ertz is going to... Will Ertz be there? Who knows?
He's there now. Why wouldn't they have already traded him?
They just can't get what they want, I guess.
Oh,
see what happens.
Huh? I like
Took a little
that.
Visca there. Started three running backs and then just hammered some wide receivers here. Took a shot on Higgins and Sutton here and feel good about the floor of Deontay Johnson. And then Chenault's another little bit of a shot here. So Higgins isn't necessarily a risk, I don't think. So Dak was on the board there for me. I was thinking about maybe some Dak.
I put Dak in the queue, but I'll go with Aaron Rodgers.
I feel like, man, James Conner's been kind of a name that I just can't quit again, and I'm starting to creep back up as maybe a good value. Like, I just feel like he's always good. If he can be healthy and he's out on the field, he's so much better than anybody gives him credit for.
Let me change you up there. There you go. Now you can see it.
And in Dynasty, hey, if you don't want to take that shot in the 8th, 9th, 10th round, whatever, but in redraft here, it could be just a nice depth running back here. We don't exactly know what the usage for the Cardinals is going to be. Only there for a year, I believe, and just a strong player. So
I'd have to take another guy first, but I'm going to hope he falls to me. If I say it, he'll definitely go, but he's probably
there goes Dak.
Go.
That's just
you take Dak
ridiculous value on Dak
Aaron
right
Rodgers?
There. Huh?
You take Dak over A-Rod?
I don't know. I looked at Dak and then I saw another decent stack of QBs, and Dak could certainly be a difference maker for your team, but so could Aaron Rodgers. So probably a little less running with Dak after that injury.
Loaded with weapons.
Yeah, loaded
everywhere in
and
the offensive line.
Rodgers is getting older and older, so probably not as much the leg usage as he used to get, but was the league MVP last year. So
he was the QB2. I pulled it up. I'm not exactly sure. Who was the QB1s?
Josh Allen, I would assume.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Duh.
Or maybe was it Mahomes? I don't know.
No. It was Josh Allen for sure. I'll click on it to double check, but Mahomes didn't. Definitely Josh Allen.
All right, so we're down into this.
Josh Allen had 397.
Big Co, great pickup with the Bob Tunyon there. If he was there, I was coming back for him at 9. Love the Dallas Goedert pick. Like I said before, there goes Waddle. Nice little stab there. Pittman. Everybody on the Colts just took a little bit of a step back for a minute here, especially in redraft with Carson and now Quentin Nelson.
I think they're
having the same injury as
center is also dealing with something.
There goes James Conner. So I will not get a chance to select him.
Still got my guy out there waiting for me to scoop him up.
I'm going to guess that his guy's Damian Harris.
Shut up, man. Shut up. I enjoyed taking the Marquise Brown swing, but I don't know. Maybe now I got to bump him down a little bit. He's dealing with a hamstring strain.
Nice time for a hamstring strain, though.
I don't know. Preseason, man, that shit can linger.
Yeah, it can linger if you don't get it right, and
Did
now
they
he's got
ever
plenty
get
of
it
time
right?
to get it right.
Do they? That just means more. See, you said it, and then it
Boom.
happened, Casey.
Boom, boom. Oh, he's Irv Smith been getting some love recently, so he got I think he got a nice little draft bump today. And I was said in Dynasty drafts, like I might just have to miss out on Irv this year and wait another year, see what happens. It makes sense that Irv Smith should get targets because there isn't anybody else in that offense outside of Thielen and Jefferson. So it makes sense. It wasn't making sense on paper, but now he's getting a little blurb saying he looks great. He's super athletic, super young. Let's see here.
Oh, you're up.
Yeah, I'm up. That's why I stopped talking.
European. That's what you are when you're in the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
You guys see Bingo here? No, this is Bandit. Never
That's
mind.
the dad. Just
Bandit.
randomly in my pocket when I got here.
It's a good luck charm.
So he doubles down on Troutman. I took a little Hollywood Brown, another shot there. So just loading up on receivers. Seems like Darnell Mooney could be a decent value right now. There goes Singletary.
Oh, Darnell, man, he's must be like way down there.
I could take a swing on Zach Moss here.
Take a swing on Moss, Aguilar, T.Y., damn it.
The Gus Bus. There goes T.Y.
For those of you who
I'll
have...
take a swing on Zach Moss and see how I feel about it. That's what mocks are for, right?
That's what mocks are for?
Gus Edwards or Zach Moss? Redraft.
I guess Zach Moss. Darnell Mooney or Rondale Moore?
Redraft?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Rondell, but it seems like Darnell could really just absolutely slay here. I feel like
maybe not slay, but...
Why not? Why not slay? Was there last year just looking like a G?
I had him in my queue, though.
Wanting to get targets for him. They ship Anthony Miller out. The only thing in his way...
They weren't giving Anthony Miller anything.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway.
He's not on the roster now to even get snaps, to even take down Darnell Mooney off the field.
Yeah.
And
I like that Bateman pick there, J. Mike.
Dalton, nice little bridge here and then into Fields. So
if you guys have kids and you haven't watched Bluey, you're missing out. It's the best kids show. And I haven't seen them all, but I can't imagine that any of them are better than Bluey.
like the Latavius Murray swing there. I mean, it could be a heavy run offense in the Saints here with sans Drew Brees here and no Michael Thomas. So it could be just a heavy rotation. Maybe even get a little bit of more nod for Taysom to maybe start, even though I think Jameis is the better option. But the way the offense could possibly be built and running the football.
I saw something. I was watching training camp live.
Mecole Hardman.
They have this drill where you run through, like, they've got these big, like, things that are like tacklers, and you run through them with the ball, and they're like, it's almost like looking like you're running through a car wash almost.
Yeah.
It bangs you up. And it was just like an assembly line of Saints players going through there, right? And they're just crushing it. And finally, Jameis comes through, and he's getting banged all around. He comes out there like spinning. I don't know if he was fucking around or what, but it's like Jameis. Oh, but him and Taysom looked like they were having fun out there.
Jameis looks slim and trim. I saw a side-by-side of like his first couple of years at the Bucs and then what he looks like now.
Yeah.
And it was so good. And just heard him talk a couple times. I feel like Jameis is super flex-wise. I'm trying to buy as much Jameis Winston as I can right now. I think he's about to come back in. He's always had it.
To your last-minute trade targets?
That absolutely could be on there. I'm trying to buy some Jameis right now.
Strong T.
Even better if he doesn't start the year as the first guy getting the first reps.
Even better?
Even better to buy Jameis Winston.
All right.
Because regardless, Taysom is not the answer.
Don't ask Sean Payton that. Or don't tell Sean Payton that.
Terrace Marshall down here. Paris Campbell, took a little bit of a hit. Corey Davis still hanging out. Whew.
Yeah, I could have taken Corey Davis. Do I have like a handcuff on you? Oh, Dylan. I just missed Dylan. J. Mike sniped me with Dylan there, and I don't even know if I would have been paying attention. But is Dylan someone you should be grabbing in the 9th round if you have Aaron Jones?
I don't hate it. I certainly don't hate it. could decent handcuff as maybe not on the Zeke Pollard level, but strong and both are going to have, I think, some standalone duty. So
duty. All right, I'm gonna take Gus. I think one of these wide receivers I like will still.
I guess I have to take a quarterback, even though there'd be more rounds than 12, so I wouldn't have to take one.
Good to see Stafford back in practice because I could not deal with a Stafford thumb injury and a Carson Wentz injury. So we just drafted both of those motherfuckers in a startup.
We didn't get Stafford.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got Burrow, Stafford, and Wentz.
We haven't done the show on that yet. We got to get on that.
Yeah. The Pleasure Chesters deserve it.
It's the show.
But see, I guess
nobody knew they needed
Stafford in the 11th. That's why you wait on a quarterback. Stafford could be the QB1.
Probably not the QB1.
Probably not. But
there's a decent chance.
Top 5.
He could easily be a QB5. All right.
Top 5.
So there goes Mike Williams, little Marvin Jones. Corey Davis got selected right after I opened the yap. I like the Gus Edward pick. That's who I was hoping to take, but then I realized that I needed to take a quarterback and a tight end to round out the roster. So I could take Evan Ingram or Hunter Henry here. I like Ferkser down here. Maybe better than all those guys for 1 year. I'm going to just take Hunter Henry. Whatever.
Yeah.
I feel good about Hunter Henry. I think he's going to be a big part of that offense, but
and a pretty decent play probably in tight end premium.
I would have punted probably a little further if we had more picks here and I didn't want to just get a quarterback and a tight end. I would have just pushed those down a little further, I think, at this point.
I would think that with between Nelson Aguilar and Darnell Mooney, I got a starter. I could have taken Rondale for fun, but
yeah, a lot of some big name the rookies really get pushed down in this format here.
Well, in general, man, unless you're running back, like it's hard for rookie wide receivers to make a huge impact.
Yeah, the right one could win you a league though, but who knows who that's going to be? And Waddle, Smith, Chase, they're all off the board. Little issue for Devonta Smith right now, so that's a bummer. Mm-hmm. But great for Goddard, great for Rager.
Who's Rager? That man's dead, right?
I don't think so. I like that there hasn't been anything bad going on with Rager.
Yeah.
I'd rather you just stay out of the headlines here. I like the JMW. I like the last couple of picks from him. The Burrow, the Connor, the Hardman, and the Hurts. Down with that.
I don't know about 2 QBs.
I'm okay with saying, the Hurts is just could be absolutely ridiculous, and maybe
you could trade Hurts potentially with the
you could trade one of those two guys potentially, but more so probably Hurts with the rushing upside, and then he takes Gronk.
That appeared to be a Otto's.
Big Co says Gus over Moss all day. Big Co just hates the Denver running or the Buffalo running backs because they were maybe slightly underutilized for a season, so there's no way that could ever change. And there's 2 good starting running backs on a good offense that you could get for cheap. So, but I do love Gus, so I do think it's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take Gus around later.
So then Tom Brady goes off the board for Big Co, and he's going to wrap it up here with his last pick. Fields before that, Rondell went off the board, and Big Co takes Deshaun Watson there. So that ends the draft. Any teams that I like what Big Co did there. I like the 3 running backs and then a stack of receivers. Looks eerily similar to my team.
That looks like a strong
copycat
dynasty team.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to swap the Judy and the Thielen picks. They'd be a little different orders, but
yeah.
But I like the swing on Ruggs.
JMW goes one horse here and then doesn't get another running back until Connor. So, I don't necessarily dislike that strategy.
He took Connor over Damian Harris. I wouldn't do that. I would have to grab Damian Harris.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I feel like they'll probably have similar usage by the end of the year. Potentially, maybe Damian Harris just grabs the bull. But Damian Harris at least probably has better potential to grab the bull by the horns and maybe and get a little bit of a 1A kind of deal. But the Patriots haven't been friendly to running backs. But as we just said, things could change. Maybe it's a little Cam Harris and another guy that gets it done for the running game for the Patriots. A little positive N'Keal Harry buzz today.
There was?
Oh, yeah.
What did it say? He's not getting cut?
Shining.
Shining? Like grinding?
Yeah. I think they do say shining in there a couple times.
Well,
too.
you know how something is shining.
Shining.
Something rhyming. See someone like me shining.
Yeah.
You know I got to keep with a lining or something like that. Don't want that alignment to get off.
Then we have a couple of mixed teams here. We got the chip shit going with also 3 running backs, but he threw a Herbert in there and then an extra running back in there. So I don't dislike that. Little Gesicki. I'm probably passing on Gesicki, but irrationally, I think. I've always been a big Gesicki fan. I don't know why I'm out on Gesicki all of a sudden.
Because he doesn't have an extension, and it took 3 years, and he's still not feel great about him. So,
and
you're not good
a lot
for 3
of added
years,
weapons, I guess. I don't know.
Good, and a ton of added pieces, and then they draft Hunter Long, your boy, and
love Hunter.
Plenty of reasons to shy away from Gesicki.
Zeke, Najee, Nuke, Hawk, Javonte, Galladay, Robbie. Don't dislike that.
Bring it back to the top there for you.
Little Dak as a starting quarterback. Elijah Moore, Latavius, I like that. Derrick Henry, couple of receivers there, but I like that stack of a chunk of receivers there. And Derrick Henry, I mean, redraft wise, feel free to take him wherever you please.
That was a huge steal at 1.7.
Who would you take him over?
Barkley.
Would you take
and Taylor?
I was about to say, would you take Derrick Henry over Taylor?
All day in
Seems
redraft
like you
now.
should in redraft.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure. And then, I wouldn't argue with you prior to all these injuries if you wanted to take Taylor. I still probably would take Derrick Henry. But I'll take him over Barkley. I'll take him over Jonathan Taylor. I mean, I could take him. I did take him in the last live redraft that we did. I took him over Kamara because they don't have Drew Brees. And
outside of maybe Dalvin and Christian McCaffrey, and I think Saquon probably should be up there, but I get the hesitation. I think you could probably take Derrick Henry over all of those, any of the rest of the guys. And if you really wanted to say I'm taking Henry as the 1-1 because nobody's taking shit from him, I wouldn't argue with you, but pointed out that Dalvin and Christian are just going to probably do a lot more work in the receiving game with maybe just average a few more points a game than Derrick Henry, but the consistency of Henry should be pretty good. There might be a couple of games where he needs the TD to really make your day, but most times he's just going to crush.
I would love to have the 1-3 spot and be able to take Derrick Henry there like that. That feels great.
J. Mike, he started off with the 5 receivers, then Chase Edmonds, Mostert, Dillon, Pollard. Thoughts on that?
I love the wide receivers. I mean, Devontae Adams, A.J. Brown, McLaurin, Lamb, Ayuk, that's going to be pretty strong. Hopefully you can find a second running back in there. Mostert, is that going to be your wide receiver or running back 2? Do you feel good about that? I don't feel great about that.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. Obviously, you have to chew up some roster spots. Sermon's gone, but you could probably get 2 other Niner running backs if you really wanted to. We're only drafting 12 rounds, so we can't see who else the guys that he took. Some high upside handcuffs that are probably going to have some standalone ability. But with these 5 receivers, he's got an alternate, and then he can start 4 of them every week. And how we typically play a league and how this is set up, he could play. He just needs.
You need 2 running backs.
He needs 2 running backs.
Edmonds
so Chase
is the first best one you have, and it doesn't
lock
feel
it
good.
in one, and between those 3 guys, you could probably find another one. And there's not necessarily my style, but I mean it's gonna be he's gonna have a nice advantage in the receiver spot for at least 2 of those receivers.
And maybe you can take 2 of those guys and turn it into another running back. Like a
and then
Michael
love
Carter
the Tannehill
or
at the end. I was almost Tannehill Stafford redraft with the legs of Tannehill.
a little verses there.
Maybe. Speaking of verses, I don't know if y'all caught that D Block or Locks Dipset last night. Whew. I don't even know what Dipset was thinking. Like, if you thought that was going to end well, and I love Dipset. I used to bang some Dipset all day, every day back in the day. But
wait, what happened last night with Dipset?
Dipset and the Locks, the versus battles. You're not up on these?
Mm-mm.
Little Instagram versus battles that they do. You've never seen this?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's great. There's all sorts.
I only
this is for
I only
me.
look at photos of chicks on Instagram.
For me, this is you can find it in a multitude of places, I believe.
Yeah.
But for me, this was like these are like the Dipset and Locks, Styles P and Jada were like that was like those were my guys of like high school rap.
No Cameron
growing up.
in there?
I mean, Cameron was part of Dipset.
Okay.
Dipset's Jewels, Cameron, Jewels, Hellrel, Freaky Zeke.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So yeah, I mean they made some bangers and stuff, but I mean they're not on Locks' level. Like, you knew they were gonna get bodied and they got bodied. Like, shout out to the Locks. I love Jada and Styles, man. Just the best. They just keep going and going and going. Anyway. Let's see what you did here. Mike Evans, Allen Robinson, like that. Tyler Lockett, little Mike Davis as your RB2. See, I like that. I like that. If I was J. Mike, I would be probably looking kind of. I like a little bit of what you did, where you could lock in, and what JMW did, and I almost like that build a little bit better. Maybe Kittle or not Kittle. Kittle's going to be great, and that's basically like a wide receiver 2, 3, 4. The one stud to anchor makes me feel a whole lot better about the one stud running back to anchor makes me feel a whole lot better.
Gotta have one to anchor it. That's probably the biggest. That would be the one thing with J Mike's team is like I need one guy to bank on. So I'm just looking for one other guy.
But I mean, for me, it's a whole lot easier to find an RB2 that you could catch some lightning in a bottle with than to find two guys. But with starting those 4 great wide receivers, if you can just get 10 to 12 points out of the 2 running backs, you're probably going to be competitive in every single game. And then throws Fant in there, which could be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have Waller in there, which is basically a receiver in your tight end spot advantage weekly. Robinson, Mike Evans, Mike Davis, and again, that's kind of I know I jumped over to J Mike when I said Mike Davis, but you got the anchor and then pretty much 3 wide receivers and then Mike Davis holding you down. So I like that as your RB2 all day long. That's a great RB2.
Yeah.
Obviously, I would rather have Brandon Ayuk than Mike Davis all day long, but if Mike Davis was on J Mike's team, I would love that.
Right. I did think about that. Like, I agree. I think I'd rather have Ayuk than Davis, which would have been tough for him.
Wouldn't rather, but I mean, you would rather have Davis than Ayuk?
No.
You'd rather have Ayuk than Davis?
I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
And so that was like, it would be hard to take Davis over Ayuk because of positional scarcity. So I can't knock J Mike there, right, for not taking Davis. But I do like, it made it easy for me when Ayuk went off the board to take Davis.
Yeah.
As my RB2. And I was really hoping he'd make it back to
If you didn't take Davis, I probably would have taken him again
with
just
one
to put
of those
another running
picks,
back on my team.
With one of your 2 picks, he wasn't going to make it back
Right.
to me. So he's my RB2. And then Logan Thomas, I can put in the flex or trade him for anything because he's crushing. Like, look at this man's game log, dog.
Yeah.
Look at his game log.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Love that Logan Thomas. Don't have to
Logan
take Waller
Thomas
that
and
early. Take
then
Clyde and
Rodgers.
over Waller. And I got Logan Thomas.
Gallup,
now.
I think I love Gallup. Buying Gallup in Dynasty might be out in redraft though.
I didn't know what to do with that pick. I didn't want to take Marquise. I just missed out on Damian Harris and A.J. Dillon. I was heartbroken. Could have taken Mooney. I guess I could have taken a swing on Bateman. I mean,
Yeah.
but who are you going to take over Gallup there?
I don't know.
You took Marquise Brown.
Yeah, and
So you take Marquise over Bateman?
yeah, probably.
I mean, Marquise over Gallup.
I think so. Yeah.
feel like-
yes.
If I pull up Gallup, let's see, what was he? He's only a 38th PPR wide receiver.
And it's not, I like Gallup. I think Gallup's a fantastic player.
But he's a good plug if you need him. That's
I just don't like the situation that they're coming into. I think CD, obviously, Gallup can certainly get better, but I think CD gets better, and Amari's fantastic. So
you have him if one of the other guys gets hurt, then you have an every week starter, and if otherwise, I can plug him if I need him.
Yeah. So Van Gogh takes Diggs first, Mixon, Miles, ETN, Sermon, so a couple of rookies. Sanders could be fantastic. That could be great value on Sanders there. And Mixon is probably going to be great. I mean, I've been dying for it. I've been waiting for it. If he can be healthy, we all know the talent of Joe Mixon is fantastic. Sermon, a little bit of a swing, probably a little too rich for my blood, but maybe a little bit more about it in redraft than I am in Dynasty. I don't know to take him early, but I mean, he could just absolutely slay. But and then Kyler Murray, that's a difference maker to take there. Curtis Samuel, probably one of the guys that I'm out on right now because I just don't know who is going to be supported in that offense. It makes it hard, and maybe Curtis Samuel's going to be that dude.
Getting some love on Training Camp Live today. Sorry, I got distracted. You said bout it. I thought back. My mom used to work in a music store, FYE, in the mall. And my buddy Matt, who used to give me a ride sometimes from school to the mall, he like, that Brenda, she's bout it. Huh? She is not bout it. She doesn't even know what that is. He used to say that shit to try and get my goat. And I'm like, it doesn't bother me. You can say that, but it's not. It made me laugh. It was pretty funny.
I think then after he took the Samuel, then those two tight end stabs, I don't really hate him. Troutman could be a big piece of that passing offense. They need somebody there. And Goddard, I think, could be a target hog depending on what happens. And T.Y. took a hit with Carson and Nelson being out, and then Corey Davis and St. Brown. St. Brown could be one of those rookies who could be an every week play for you, possibly, maybe even. I mean, just seems to be getting more fun and more fun to take St. Brown in drafts right now. If you got rookie drafts left, he could soak up targets. He could be the first down chain moving kind of guy and a red zone threat for them.
I wasn't even really thinking about him in redraft, but we did.
Me neither.
We did just take him in a rookie draft because we possibly might need a starter. Have to start 3 wide receivers, and those are the only leagues I have him ever needing a wide receiver in. The stupid ass leagues where you must start 3 wide receivers. Just give me an extra flex, man.
Yeah.
Don't make me start 3. And he could be a fill-in wide receiver 3 potentially for cheap in the 12th round. I would probably still take Nelson Aguilar first, but after that, I'll take him over.
It's a good
probably
stab.
Take St. Brown over Rondale, I guess.
It's a good stab. Seems like St. Brown should work his way into maybe some more playing time. I mean, maybe AJ Green's washed. Maybe Christian
you mean
Kirk.
Rondale?
I'm saying, what did I say?
You said it's St. Brown.
I said it seems like St. Brown should work himself into more playing time than Rondale. But if AJ Green's cooked and Christian Kirk really isn't about it,
he's not about it.
There's been flashes. I think he can be good.
He had 3 touchdowns in 1 game last year.
I just maybe
started him for the next 2 weeks.
Maybe Rondell's the best. I love the player in Rondell, and of course I'm drafting Rondell over St. Brown in Dynasty. But it feels like St. Brown could find his way onto the field a little easier and maybe be more consistent than Rondell, but fine taking Rondell more in redraft 2 a little later here.
When you brought up Troutman, speaking of Saints pass catchers, should Traquan come into play here soon?
I mean, probably later.
Later?
And I got no problem taking him later. Again, they need somebody to catch the ball and
shown a little bit of here and there.
Yeah,
slow
maybe
to develop.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen with that offense. I don't know who's catching balls. Kamara. I honestly don't. Kamara. Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to. So there's going to be a diamond in the rough over there. But I mean, maybe on the peg for the worst receiving core in the league right now without Michael Thomas. I mean, just he's just this crazy boat anchor for you that just anchors that whole thing down and washes away all the deficiencies you might have at the other receiving positions. I mean, fuck. So, all right. Well, let's end this show. Watch out for ice when you're skiing, so we could have all three of our guys here.
Did someone run into him?
Well, he's big cousin. He's from South Carolina. He's not. Once that ice hit, he didn't know what to do. Got a little squirrely. Forgot the pizza. So
hope he has a safe flight back from Antarctica. Let's hit this music.
Let's get out of here.
And end that music a little bit. And appreciate you guys for joining us. Hit us with that subby, that notey. Peace.